soup. We take a bath with Tyra. Find out how to catch a predator with Miley Cyrus.
It was obviously entertaining.
Go shopping for a new BFF with Paris.
You're the worst creature of them all.
And get a makeover for the new season of Extra.
I'm literally, like, freaking out.
Plus, the Big Brother finale, the Rachel Zoe Project, and the kick-ass clip of the week.
I'm gonna jump out and take a picture.
Now, here's the host who watches it all for you, Joel McHale.
To the soup. I'm finally happy E doesn't pay me enough to invest in the stock market. Let's start with the second weirdest thing Tyra did this week. Take it away, America's Next Top Model.
You are going to get
Apples. Apples. I'm hungry. It's so gross.
Don't worry, Fair Maidens.
Mr. and Mrs. Chair, gonna have to give you all your makeovers tomorrow.
What show are we on? I thought it was about modeling. I'm just clapping because I feel sorry for her.
The weirdest thing Tyra did this week is coming up. But now, huge news, everyone. Extra has revamped their show. That's right. America's 20th or 23rd most trusted source for entertainment news has started their new season with a new set, new graphics, and Mario Lopez as a full-time host. So look for Sugar Ray performing in a mall parking lot near you. They've replaced a has-been from the 90s with a shirtless has-been from the 90s. Congrats. They also have a new gimmick they call Extra Friends. Basically, all you have to do is add your name to their mailing list, and then they let you be a correspondent, like this.
The latest one we're hearing today is that Jen's dating Gerard Butler. Hottie, but just a rumor right now. What do you think about that?
He's so hot and way better ads than John Mayer.
Nice. Gwendolyn from Southampton, what do you think?
A mayor sounds a little more important to me than a butler. On second thought, how do his abs look?
Very clever. Good point, Gwen.
For more on Extra's new look, we go to one of our soup friends, Gwendolyn from Southampton. Gwendolyn, what do you think?
New look, old look. I don't really care as long as I'm looking at Mario Lopez with his shirt off. On second thought, you'll do. Show us your abs, you pasty Mick bastard, and try not to blind us.
Thank you for that.
I'm going to need a refill.
In celebrity relationship news, Jennifer Hudson got engaged to her boyfriend of less than a year, to David Otungo, who is best known as Punk from VH1's I Love New York 2. Jennifer said she accepted his proposal because he oozes charm and several rare strains of bacteria. And congratulations to our good friend George Takei, who married his partner of 21 years, Brad Altman, last weekend in front of 200 of their closest pals, including fellow shipmates Leonard Nimoy, Walter Koenig, and Nichelle Nichols. There you go. Their wedding outfits are much less gay than their Star Trek uniforms. In Miley Cyrus news...
It's Miley!
Yes, thank you. 15-year-old Miley Cyrus and 20-year-old former Nashville Star contestant Justin Gaston went on a church date on Sunday, followed by a trip to the mall, where onlookers say they held their hands the entire time.
No way.
I miss the days when Britney was attacking cars with umbrellas, and Lindsay was showing everyone her vagina. Here's a simpler time. Speaking of Lindsay, in political news, Lindsay Lohan struck out at Sarah Palin on her blog, saying of Palin's religious and political beliefs, quote, "Is it a sin to be gay? Should it be a sin to be straight, or to use birth control, or to have sex before marriage, or even to have a child out of wedlock?" Even though she meant the questions rhetorically, the Palin camp was quick to respond. Yes, no, kind of, yes, yes, bang. The bang was when she shot a moose from a helicopter. In Heidi Montag celebrating her 22nd birthday with a picnic with Spencer Pratt news, Heidi Montag celebrated her 22nd birthday Monday with a picnic with Spencer Pratt. And although Spencer didn't pop the question, he told Ryan Seacrest on his radio show that their engagement is definitely imminent. And as far as the ring goes, she's dreaming big. She says she wants that one that Frodo carried to Mordor that can make you invisible. That would be so awesome. When speaking about littering the world with their biological offspring and various other children influenced by them, Heidi said, quote, I want like 4, maybe I'll adopt 10. I want to have my own orphanage like Mother Teresa. Ironically, on her deathbed, Mother Teresa told her orphans that she always wanted fake boobs, fame for no discernible reason, and a brain the size of a parrot's. In TV news, as it happens every year at this time, Big Brother announced its winner. It's like Christmas, but instead of presents, you just get a lot of people sitting around and whispering. This year, Dan won, but I think Jesse summed up the season best.
And I think it was obviously entertaining, and I believe I got back to be a gorilla. So as far as I know.
Thank you.
That is by far the least sensible noise I have heard this season. Now show them how it's done, Michelle. Jace. Everyone together now. It's so hard to say goodbye to yes or meh. I wish they would keep going. It's time for meh stew.
So meaty.
Bonnie Hunt has a new talk show. It's no Tyra, so it's got one thing going for it. Instead of your run-of-the-mill talented kids segments or animal segments, Bonnie has proven herself to be an innovator. This week, she had talented kids who can imitate animals, specifically cows.
You move first since we don't have a lot of time. Let's hear. Hold on. Let's hear Philip. Why don't you guys, could you guys moo together like a herd of cows? Ready?
I'll never forget the day we met on that talk show.
You mooed at me, and I just knew.
One more move for old time's sake, life partner?
Sure.
Get out of here. You. Where's a rendering plant when you need one? Nice cow blazer. On Tyra this week. Actually, I'm at a loss to describe what happened on Tyra this week. Maybe you can explain this to me.
I like baths, especially when I'm sleepy and I don't feel like standing up. So I take lots of them at my house here in New York. And every day that I take my baths, I take it with somebody special. Hi, Beverly Johnson. You're on my bathroom wall. See, you're on my wall, right above my bathtub. Hi.
Run, Beverly, run! Run! All right, pan back out. I feel bad about that, Tyra, so I'm sending you a present. I'm getting you a toaster. It's for the bathroom. You can use it while you're having a bath. All right. Mad Men star Jon Hamm stopped by Regis and Kelly and ended up spending the whole morning with Regis. Later in the week, he visited Jimmy Kimmel Live and recounted the story. But Jon and Regis seemed to have a very different interpretation of the day's events. Regis had fun. Jon wanted a restraining order.
We had Jon Hamm here, and I told you that Joy, thinks he's terrific, and I do too.
But I've been told by Jimmy and others that he is, in fact,
head over heels in love with you. Yes.
So I suggested to him that maybe we go over and surprise Joy.
This elfin force of nature, this crazy person, grabs my hand. Here's what we got to do.
I'll bring him right to my apartment.
You're going to come to my apartment.
Knock on the door, then I'll jump in the stairwell there.
Joy's going to get the door. I'm going to jump out and take a picture. And so somewhere there exists a, disposable camera photo of a very shocked Joy Philbin.
Here's Joy, answering the door.
I mean, really?
Look at the two of them looking at each other.
Why wouldn't we do that?
Go over to Regis' apartment.
That's exactly the first thing I do when I meet anybody new, is go to their apartment and take a picture with their unsuspecting wife. That was a lot to take before 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's like a Grand Slam breakfast, but the bacon wants to wear you as a skin suit. That's an ooh? Really? Rachel Ray held some manner of a talent show this week. Pleased to enjoy the inappropriate ventriloquist.
Let's hear it for April. She stopped drinking. Come on, round of applause. Thank you, May. April, I'm so glad you stopped drinking. I got sick and tired of you slurring my words. Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, May, I'm so glad that you didn't bring up my ex-boyfriend because, you know, everyone liked him and all. April, they said the same thing about Scott Peterson.
Oh. You know what else they said about Scott Peterson? He didn't move his lips during his ventriloquist act. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for reality show Clip Time with the Principal's Office, I Love Money, and Tabitha's Salon Takeover, plus the Rachel Zoe Project and the Kick-Ass Clip of the Week.
You look like a bunch of f***ing hillbilly.
Welcome back. It's Real Clip Time! Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Paris Hilton is looking for a new BFF, which I think stands for Bass Fishermen's Foundation, so it's really weird. For those of us who couldn't wait for the show to start, we got a sneak peek at the contestants this week on the casting special. She has a colon condition, so she needs a lot of fiber. BFF stands for Brand Flake Fanatic, so she is gonna win! That show looks horrible. You know how the best part of the Tootsie Pop is the delicious candy center? Andrew Zimmern feels the same way about testicles.
Nothing like a little preserved tuna sperm to kind of cap off a good meal. That's very good, though, and nice with the olive oil and capers, a little salt. It's so hard to find some good tuna sperm these days.
I'd like to introduce Andrew's new product, Sperm Winkies. Kind of salty. On the Rachel Zoe Project, which is a show, there was a problem with the replacement dresses Rachel's assistant Brad had ordered.
FedEx just told me that none of the boxes are coming. They're stuck in Tennessee till Monday.
What?
Yeah, and I'm literally like freaking out.
Shut up right now. What do you think the likelihood is that they're going to send someone here with all this stuff?
Like 0. They say it's weather, but I mean, like yesterday the rain stopped at like 3 o'clock, and then the sky's
Do you want to get a representative on the phone and I'll just rip the new ass?
I've ripped so many ass.
What are the chances you're speaking metaphorically?
Like 0.
No one heard that in the audience. What's happened to the show? Tabitha's Salon Makeover is a new show in which Tabitha Coffey, who is some manner of angry, middle-aged Australian forest pixie, helps struggling salons. It's a hit with the fellas. This week, Tabitha went to Long Island to make over images and has some constructive criticism for the ladies.
Why don't you step up to the plate and be a professional?
Until that very moment, Stacey had no regrets about that front neck tattoo. But that hillbilly comment really stung. As one would expect, the stylist didn't take too kindly to Tabitha's tone, and Stacey voices her objections in a series of delicately phrased concentration camp analogies. Wow. Tabitha, can you teach me how to do a bikini wax now? The crap hit the fan on I Love Money. Well, not literally. Although, if this show goes any longer, I expect fully for the housemates to start throwing feces at each other, so that would be great. It started with Brandy C and Pumpkin arguing, and quickly it turned into a cross between a fight and softcore porn.
I'm in the stairwell, and Pumpkin's being a psycho crazy girl, yelling at me.
Go drink your beer, go get your lipo, and you'll be a slut for the rest of your life, you porn bitch!
So
So out of nowhere, I hear really loud screaming in the house, and it's Brandy's voice, so I have to go and help her.
My flash in your poor, disgusting. All this comes down to is that at the end of the day, you can yell and scream at me and pour as much stuff as you want all over me, but I will never be as ugly as Pumpkin and Toasty, and that's what they have to live with.
It's true. You can yell and scream at me and pour as much stuff as you want all over me. It's actually written in my special skills section of my resume. Touching costs extra. Are your pumpkins tingling? Then it is time for Tales from Home Shopping. According to Gene Bice on Quacker Factory, it's time for us to all purchase Halloween bedazzled sweaters. In order to keep the 2-hour-long program entertaining, Gene's QVC co-host Jane has a Halloween tidbit to share with the viewers in a segment we call Cool Story, QVC host.
I had an enjoyable, entertaining Halloween party about 2 years ago, and everybody wore your sweaters. We all wore your sweaters.
I love that.
All the guests, and I brought my girlfriends in, and my friend Meg is a hoot. You would love her. And her sweater said boo. So we were going along the line, and I'm looking at her, and I said, and here's Meg in the boo sweater. So she starts going like this. I'm like, what is she doing? She thought I said the boob sweater. Oh.
Sorry.
Cool Story, QVC host. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for lots more delicious soup and the kick-ass clip of the week.
Mexico Governor Bill Richardson says he would support Val Kilmer replacing him in 2010. We found some other celebrities who are interested in politics. Heidi and Spencer will run for president on the platform of equal rights for creepy flesh-colored beards. Yes, Tom Cruise will assume the title of chancellor, wresting power from the Galactic Senate and raising a secret clone army plunging the Republic into darkness. And David Hasselhoff wants to be appointed ambassador to the Republic of Cuervo. And cheeseburgers. We'll be right back. This country has got a serious case of Sarah Palin fever. And who better to explain it than Dr. Phil? He went on Larry King, but he probably should have done his homework first.
First off, her relatability factor seems to be just absolutely through the roof. I mean, she's a mother. She's a single mother. She's very self-sufficient. She's
out there.
Husband. Well, that's true. She has a husband now.
No, what I'm saying is she's a single mother who has a husband, so she's the only mother, which makes her not a lesbian. She's also a Navy SEAL and the governor of Canada, so in the interest of giving equal time, Dr. Phil had this to say about Joe Biden.
That is one skanky-looking Cocor.
Politics can be so ugly. Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while? Showed you some viral video and made my dad watching at home really uncomfortable. Let's check in with the male nurse.
It's time to check your RAM.
There are many ways to celebrate your relationship with God. Unfortunately, this performance from The Way is one of them.
The renewed mind is the key to the power that we need. The world is gonna see that it's Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me. The renewed mind is the key to the Christ in me.
Hey, this is God. Hey, The Way, thank you for that. But, you know, could you stop doing that forever? I'll invent a unicorn for you or something. And you just name it and I'll make it for you. But, look, just stop that. Thanks. Monologue. On headline news, a dog called 911. It's a headline.
No way.
Yeah, it's a headline.
Well, he had a seizure. His dog, Buddy, quickly went for the phone, and the dispatcher just could not believe it. Listen.
911, what is your emergency?
Sir, I really don't care about the squirrels in your backyard. They still use phones at 911. They say the man who invented the pet rock made $1 million off it. I would like to meet that man, take his rock, and throw it directly at the head of the fool behind this idea.
You want to keep warm when you're feeling chilled, but you don't want to raise your heating bill. Blankets are okay, but they can slip and slide. Now, there's the Snuggie, the blanket that has sleeves. The Snuggie keeps you totally warm and gives you the freedom to use your hands. So now, you can work the remote or read a book in total warmth and comfort. No more cold feet. And with Snuggie, you can get up and still stay warm.
Look, if you're going to be lazy, you got to do it right. Yeah. It's a refrigerator with sleeves. And now our clip of the week. Didn't really have time to get out of this, so... On Principal's office, an inquisitive young man with a passion for learning asked one of modern society's most controversial questions and found himself in trouble for it. I'm just kidding. This dorky kid wants to know more about nipples.
Me and these girls were having a conversation about my friend who has nipple pierced. They said, oh, what if he gets it infected? Said it'll fall off and grow back.
The male's nipple would get infected, fall off, and grow back.
I thought it was a serious question that deserved a serious answer.
So this is going to cost you about 120 minutes of your time.
I'm still not even sure if your nipple will grow back because nobody has given me an answer.
I got your back, Harry Potter. Matt, get out here. All right, that's our show. If you want your soup early next week, log on to eonline.com and check out condensed soup for your daily dose. You go to soup blog at eonline.com/the soup. Catch me October 3rd at the Hard Rock in Orlando, and October 4th in Tampa Bay, Performing Arts Center, and then October 5th at the Sunrise Theater in Fort Pierce, Florida. You got to do the other one. Straight ahead.